the torturing. Were those injuries attended to?
Jamono bi ñu doon door di def mitital yooyu amoon na ay gaañu yoo amoon ndax yooyu ñoom fajoon nañ ko toppatoo woon nañ ko.
non toppatoo ci dara because suma lii bi ma force pour dal wall bi fii mu ngi jëlee deret.
No, they didn't do anything for me. The time they were forcing my head against the wall, I was injured on my head, behind my head, and it was bleeding.
And also my lips were bleeding.
And also my lips.
They did not do anything. And then what happened after 3 days?
Gannaaw ñetti fan yi nag la na xew.
Suma tànk baa ngi jinaan nii bi man sa dama ragal ma fo ne foofu laay dee because tànk baa ngi jinaan nii so right hand side bi mosul bi because dem ko takk bi lifin léegi dafa suma tànk dafa néew bi lifin nanga kii bi dugga si biir le kooba ko.
And what happened was my legs went on swelling on and on until one of my legs, the swell was so big that the cable they used to tie my leg went inside my swollen body.
And then?
Ba pare?
But he find it difficult to because
they found it in fact difficult to remove that wire because it was inside, it went in my body.
What happened on the third day?
ñetteelu fan bi la na xew.
Dara dul ma deful ma dara waaye yéen di ragal because I don't know.
Yes, they didn't beat me or do anything to me, but I was unable to say anything.
And how did they come to remove it?
Naka lañ mujjee ñëw na pour génnee ko.
Naa kii nag ngi téye suma tànk bi waaye fekk suma tànk bi sax soo ko téye dafa mel ni is dead du ma di yëg dara.
Yes, when they came to remove it, one of them got hold of my leg. But at that time, even if you touch my leg, it looks like that it's already dead. It's limp.
It's numb.
It's numb.
I couldn't feel anything. Proceed, please.
So when they
removed it, they threw my shirt onto me.
Who ordered the removal of the ligatures from you?
An moo joxe ndigal na pour ñu tekki takataka yooyu ñu defoon.
One NIA man who was sitting there wearing short trousers and a black shirt.
Ceremony.
It was ceremony who came to untie. He is the guy who untied my legs.
And then?
And they untied my hands also. They threw me my shirt and they removed the armchair from me.
They threw me my clothes and removed the chair from above me. And then what happened?
So you must have somebody.
They told me to wear my shirt. I tried and I was able to put on my shirt.
I was
unable to wear my trousers because my legs were numb on the floor.
I could not even raise them or lift them. And then what happened?
They helped me to put on my trousers.
But apart from your clothes, you said there was money in your trousers. What happened to that?
Well, gannaaw sa yére yooyu su mu woon na waxoon nga fi ne xaalis mu ngi woon ci sa tubéy bi mu mujjee.
I'm coming to that. When they helped me to wear my trousers, they helped me until I adjusted it up to this point.
Up to my pelvis. Proceed.
I turned and pulled it up. And I turned on the other side, there was nothing.
I searched both pockets, left and right. I didn't find anything. And then?
So somebody told me, hey, look,
Then when I inquired about my money, one of them told me that, hey, look, keep quiet and leave and go. If you open your mouth here about this money.
So how did you feel about that statement?
Kadu yoyu mla wahna bam la ko waxe noko gisee.
am nga lo mustajis.
Well, you know something that you have never seen.
Because even sorry how
Because I know even if you commit murder or you kill a person, they will take you to court and write a statement.
But
these people, they just brought me, they didn't even ask my name and they started torturing me. So but if somebody even steals your money, you take the person to the police. But as for me, where are you going?
So when you heard those words, did you feel threatened?
Yes.
And as a result, what did you do when you heard the person say those words to you?
So
I tried and got up and I stood.
I never mandala. I never kalpe. I'm bamboo Mohammed Fadama. Axmo doggy chain, gold chain, manko def kalpe for
my wallet, my gold chain, and my shoes.
And my bangle,
silver bangle, but it was a broken bangle. I left all of them there.
And then, what did you do?
Fence the new number, BTS in Gara, the old number on the front line, the madam Tikaras, the wheel,
then the way I went out was I had to hold onto their wall, walking slowly, and in fact at a point one of them told me, go out.
I held onto the wall for support and walked slowly, and so you managed to get out of the premises.
When I went out, they just closed their gates.
Did they offer to take you to the hospital?
They just imagine out of
their premises.
They just took me out of their premises. Maybe they are still hearing me, but this is how they just took me out of their premises.
And how did you manage after that?
Try the cemetery no
there were graves around the area where you have the arch nowadays. So I tried until I reached at that place. I went there and sat down there.
So that time I see
in fact, at that time, I thought that I will not be able to make it.
What do you mean by that?
Because the money, I don't know.
Well, I in fact started to pinch my own body, my flesh, but I don't feel anything.
Everything was numb.
Yeah.
But you said at that time, I thought I will not be able to make it. What do you mean by the phrase, I thought I will not be able to make it?
Because the phone so you say you Jerima the Mabugade or guy hang good Mades beautiful more than you.
Well, what I thought at that moment was that they might be thinking that I was going to die and they don't want me to die in their premises. Maybe that's the reason why they took me out of their premises.
And what happened after that?
The madam afterwards desperate because Omar Jatta'S.
Well, I was desperate because I live in Serekunda. I had no money. And I cannot walk. I sat down there for quite a long time.
How long? Give us an estimate.
About we could be 2 hours or more.
Maybe it will be about 2 hours or more.
And then what happened?
I saw one vehicle coming and I raised my hand. The first vehicle, I raised my hand, it passed, but another one came.
Ronald 4, they call it in local name Hellcat, I don't know.
Ronald 4, and locally at that time it was called Hellcat.
The driver, I didn't know, the driver, he called, he said Fana, I don't know, Katim, something like that.
The driver is called Katim.
How much the first name is Katim?
I don't know his full name, but the first name is Katim.
Katim can realize that. Okay, proceed.
So, normally, he
asked me what's wrong. Were you knocked by a car?
Proceed, please.
Go ahead.
So, did it.
He asked me, were you knocked by a car? I said no.
You know why I say you don't get in jail? That's a one that
He told me, but you are bleeding from the mouth and behind your head. Well, I said yes. I told him, I'm just from the NIA. They took me out of their premises and I cannot go. He asked me, where do you live? I told him I live in Serekunda. I wanted to beg him to take me to Banjul because that's where I know some people.
Why money? Put them see ferry.
He told me, but I have I have already loaded some material on board my car and I want to go to the ferry's terminal.
No, why so many because the cross with ferry.
He told me, but if you can wait so that I can go and unload these things that I loaded, because they have to go along with the ferry to cross the river. I sat down there until he came back.
Because
in fact, when I was going into the car, he had to come and help me. I was able to put in my head and part of my body, but I cannot raise up my legs to go inside. So he has to come round to help me so that I can go inside the car.
So
he took me
to Bakau.
He was going to Bakau, so he took me to Bakau at the junction of the Observer newspaper where the road branches towards Serekunda.
$5.
He gave me $5.
I don't know, the fare is $3 or $2, I don't know what the time.
Around those days, I think the fare was either $2 or $3. I can't remember much.
So
the vehicle came.
If I don't know, 5 passengers or 4 passengers.
I think the vehicle was either a 4 or 5 passenger vehicle.
So when
we went up to the pipeline mosque, I told the driver to turn and take me to OJ.
To OJ's house.
To OJ's house.
So he told me then I have some passengers on board, but the moment he turned to go, that area was all full of sand. So he said to me, I cannot cross this sand. Then I decided to alight from the vehicle.
Proceed, please. And then?
So
he told me, here is your change, but I told him, take it, because at that time, I don't have time for change, many changes.
So struggle,
that's how I struggled until I reached OJ's home.
Fajara Barak detention about 2 days or 3 days back.
When I arrived there, I found some people inside the compound, but on the whole, OJ and some others were arrested and were taken to the Fajara barracks 3 days ago.
So Omar Jatta
When his wife saw me, he said to me, Omar Jatta, what's wrong?
Which one of them?
The wife called Awajub.
And then what happened?
Caught me and helped me and took me behind. He took some sand. She went and warmed that sand and put it in a cloth, in a piece of cloth.
So some liquid,
I used some liquid and started massaging my body. But at that time, my legs were seriously swollen.
So because
and at that time, I was desperate, and at that time, OJ was also under arrest, and she told me, just sit down here. And that day, I came to know about a medicine. She was using salt with another kind of ointment to rub it on my body.
Yeah. So I was body for 5.
I was there until around 4 to 5. That's the time when she told me that now the sand is hot. Let me help you. You can start walking on top of it. Go and come. It might help you. And that's what I did.
So
then she told me to take a taxi. I told her, yes, just find a taxi for me. I have some money at home. She said, no. Take this money and go and pay a taxi to take you home. Tomorrow morning you come back. Because I didn't go to the hospital. When I came the following day,
around 10.
In the morning, around 10, that's the time when she told me that all you people who went to attend the naming ceremony were all arrested. They've already arrested Jibril Sise.
Fabakary Mane, we call it Bate.
Fabakary Mane, whose nickname is Bate.
We call it Morjalo.
And Modu Jalo.
Or yeah, we call nickname, we call it Ndoj.
And his nickname is Ndoj.
And the, I had to call it
and we Sane, the man who was the host for the naming ceremony.
But I thought
they were taken to separate with different places.
How do you know that?
I know because
yes, well, I know because when I came from the NIA, I didn't meet them there. So this is what I thought.
How do you know they were also arrested?
When I arrived in the compound, I was told that they came for Jibril.
Around 4 a.m.
They closed their compound gate around 4 a.m. But in fact, they had to scale the fence to come into the compound.
But around 4 or 5 a.m.
And Bate also later told me that it was 4 or 5 a.m. that's the time they came to pick him up from his home. Mudijalo lives in London, but I don't know when they came for him.
But you received information from each of these people that they were arrested.
Yes.
Did they tell you what happened to them when they were arrested?
Yes.
What did they say?
Oh, then you're together because we are friends.
Yes.
Monday, my little so you don't want to high. Monday, Moton, Toton, Lomani, Yin, and the Mahonk of Dumas. So,
yeah, they told me different stories. One told me that they were bent down and beaten. Another one told me that, in fact, I was put in a sack.
One of my some friend who know Kumala Mojalo, Kumunda, the Fanga, Popu fit in the motor team on the Mode, most looks after Mode.
My friend called Mudijalo was not somebody who was very strong. But in fact, after 3 months or so, he died.
You mean Dutch?
Dutch, yeah.
Dutch, okay.
Which one of them was put in a sack, if you could recall?
Am ci ñoom lañ dugaloon ci saak boo ko mënee fàttali.
One of the Boringen TPC program.
I think if I remember it was who was the man hosting the naming ceremony. But he also passed away.
How about Jibril Sise and Faba Karimani?
Jibril Sise nag ak Faba Karimani.
Jibril Sise. Jibril Sise. The same thing.
The same thing. He was also beaten, and on his back there it shows marks that he was beaten. Because as for Jibril, I think they arrested him up to 4 or 5 times because he was living in OJ's home.
So when they suspect or
and when time to time they'll come and arrest him and ask him, what are you people talking about in the compound here? They'll just come and pick him up and take him away.
How about Fabakari?
Fabakari nag?
Fabakari after 5 o'clock.
I think he was taken away after 5 o'clock.
Because that ceremony man hina mokam la hina motam kukunes monde hina motam ko di ay den ko big ko ndoge ni man tonya bor di fal.
I think ceremony is related to him because when he was taken away, they told him, well, boy, if you don't talk, they gave him slaps and told him that if you don't talk, we'll kill you.
Second time, the major hina moni maktam hina do wahib lim ko def.
Second time, maybe he will not tell us all what was done to him because he is older than most of us.
Was this the only time you were arrested?
Boobu rek mooy yoon wi nga xam ne ci lañ la arrêté.
Waaw because man la mujjee arrêté because man suma kër gay mënu ko lëkkee man ma ngi digga ba ko til.
Yes, I was the last in fact to be arrested because they were unable to locate my compound initially because I live at Bakote layout at the time.
You have testified under oath before the commission. As far as you know, who are those people you recognize who you believe are responsible for your torture?
Danga wadde dinga joxe sa seede bi nii léegi ñan nga foog ne ñooñu nga xàmmee ci ñoo xam ne ñoom ñoo la doon def métital yooyu noonu doon la doon.
Salmina Dramé.
I know Salmina Dramé.
Ousmane Sidibé.
Ousmane Sidibé.
That's how they call it. Fode Barry. The one it's very tough because I recognize people they are beating me.
Yes, I was another tough guy, but I could recognize that these are the people who are beating me.
You have mentioned Salimina Dramé, Fode Barry, Ousmane Sidibé.
Salimina Dramé, Fode Barry, Ousmane Sidibé, ñooñu nga fi tudda?
Waaye non ñëbale ko ñoo la mëna xamé ñom ne fa xam na leen.
Not only, but these are the people I was able to recognize among them.
Previously, you also mentioned Njaga Mendy. He participated.
Njaga Mendy. Yes.
Daba Marena.
Yes.
Yes.
Seni Mane.
Seni Mane, no, because I know Seni Mane before. I think he afraid or he seen.
I know so many before. Maybe he was ashamed to beat me or afraid or something like that.
Did he intervene to stop your torture?
No. No.
Did he protest it?
Pardon?
Did he protest?
Because I heard about he spoke to the uncle. I come on Finlandia. I heard about that.
I heard him say at one point to another person, he said he doesn't know anything about it. Why don't you release him? He said that in Mandinka.
Tell us the impact of this beating on you.
So to tell you how I walk.
This food, I can't.
I had to drag this other leg.
Was this the way you walked before you went to the NIA?
Cool. I was bigger than most of the people here.
Well, you have seen the effects of torture on the witness. We're very sorry. Mr. Chair, I have no further questions for the witness. I hand him over to you for any other questions you may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Counsel, and thank you, Mr. Jatta, for your testimony.
Jërëjëf Counsel, jërëjëf Mr. Jatta ci seede bi nga joxe fii.
Again, we're sorry for this massive torture that you received from the NIA.
Beneen yoon tam ñu ngi mititlu bu baax a baax mitital bu doy waar bi nga xam ne waa NIA ñoo la ko teg.
Commissioners, if you have any questions, please indicate. Deputy, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Mr. Jatta.
Jërëjëf Chairman, jërëjëf Mr. Jatta.
Very sorry about the very painful ordeal.
Ñu ngi mititlu bu baax loolu nga xam ne moo la dal.
But I want to know, when they were arresting you at your gate, did you alert your family that they were taking you away?
Dama bëgg a xam rek ndax bañ laa jàpp noonu ca sa buntu kër ga xamaloon nga sa njaboot dina ñu ngi laa yóbbu.
Su ma njaboot fekk ñu ngi tuuti dañ dégg sax bi ko dama doon ñoo tax sama jënaa dem because dama bëgg a insisté du ma dem waaye xëy na dina ma dóor seen kër sama kanam doom yi te bu ma loolu moo tax ma sorandal dem.
Maybe if I resist, they will beat me in front of my kids, and I didn't want that to happen to me. In fact, that was why I decided to go along with them.
It was not about resisting, it was about alerting your family that I'm being taken by these people.
Du woon loolu rek waaye ndax xamaloon nga sa mbokk yi ne ñii de ñu maa yóbbu.
My wife,
suma xale
my kids.
One of
them came and hung
7-8 years at a time.
And hung onto my shirt around 7 to 8 years at that time, saying that I will not go.
Okay, so they knew where you were.
Bon xamoon nañ fan nga nekk.
Because at that time, ni xamu yëfi ene man gis nañ ma dugal na moto rek. 94, 95. So
this was in 94, 95. So they didn't know where the NIA was. In fact, they didn't know much about the NIA. I was just taken away like that.
So simply for attending a naming ceremony, which is part of our cultural traditions, you were subjected to this horror.
Moo teewee ngénte rek nga xam ne loolu dafa bokk ci suñu aada loolu rek moo war a tax ñu def la métital yu métti yi nii.
Deputy Chairman.
Deputy Chair.
Ma yéene am la waa dundu nuru.
Well, sometimes things look alike, but they are different.
As far as doomi oji dem doomi oji dem tudde bo so oji am ko that's all it.
As far as the baby was named after OJ's daughter, that's the only thing.
Thank you, Mr. Jatta.
Jërëjëf Jatta.
Thank you. Commissioner Kinte, you have the floor.
Mr. Jatta, we are very sorry for the encounters.
Mr. Jatta, ñu ngi mititlu bu baax li nga xam ne moo la dal.
I just want to ask 2 questions.
Dafa am ñaari laajte yu ma la bëgg a laaj.
You told us that you were heftier and and probably stronger than whoever can be cited here in this hall.
wax nga ñu ne yaa gënoon na ponkal te yaa gënoon na am kattan képp koo xam ne wan nañ la ko fii ci biir saal bi.
And then you were walking erect and normal.
te yaa ngi doon dox doxin bu jub bu ànd ak yoon.
Now that you have been weakened,
léegi nag comme loofloo nañ la.
until you are in fact limping, you can walk properly.
ba nga xam ne sax yaa ngi soox mënuloo dox bu baax.
Hope that has not impacted on your performance in your trade.
mbaa kay loolu yaxalut la sa liggéey bi.
because
Yes, that's what I want to come talk about, because somebody who cannot stand for a long time. But I am somebody, I know what I could do before.
I'm 5-6 projects.
I used to handle 5 to 6 projects, going and coming.
All at once.
The people are hearing me, and they knew that sometimes I used to employ a lot of people, up to 80 people or so.
Sometimes sometimes I
get up and look at my leg, it used to give me a type of stress, which in fact sometimes I don't like even to go out. I sit down. People are listening to me, my family, they all know me. They knew how I was before.
After I don't know.
Secondly, maybe I'm growing old. That might also be the reason. But I cannot stand for a long time. Sometimes if I go to supervise some jobs, the boys will bring a block for me and tell me to sit down, because I cannot stand for a long time.
Apa liggéey bu nga mënoon a def mënatuloo ko te appi nit yu nga doon njëriñ ci employment ak yu demee noonu boobu tamit melut noonu melatut noonu.
It looks like the volume of work you used to do, you cannot do it anymore, and the amount of people you used to benefit in terms of employment, in terms of the job you give to people, you cannot do it now.
Yaakaar naa kon am bu nga xam ne sa famille ñu ngi ko doon njëriñoo wala yow sa bopp yaa ngi ko doon njëriñoo njëriñaatuñ la loolu.
It looks like the benefit you used to accrue, the benefit you used to accrue from your work and your family, you are no longer getting that amount of benefit from your job.
Mba loolu indiwut ay texa ba nga xam ne yow sa bopp wala famille bi mu am manqué yoo xam ne seen dundin manqué na ko.
Did that bring any problems for you and your family, so that you will have shortages of certain things that you used to be able to get for yourselves, but because of this problem has impeded your earning to be able to benefit yourself and your family as before?
Thank you, Kinte.
Thank you, Mr. Kinte.
Hanga suma xale yëpp a ngi school.
Sir?
Suma xale yëpp a ngi school.
Yes, all my kids are going to school. Some are going to Sebastian, some are going to St. Teresa's, some have already left school, but there are a lot of them.
So don't say just like so plan forget about that.
Sometimes if I get up in the morning and I have a job in Brikama, sometimes I'll decline. I cannot go to Brikama.
One guy jogged them towards you pass motor them turntable Brikama.
Because if you look at the situation, I have to leave my home, go to the turntable, pick a vehicle from there to go to Brikama, and the way I used to walk, no, I cannot do that now.
So I'm handicapped my home.
Yes, I am handicapped now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
there are no further questions, Mr. Jatta, if you have concluding remarks to make, please proceed to make them now.
Amatuñ yeneen laajte Jatta bu fekkee ne am nga yenn kàddu yoo bëgg a gaaral mën nga koo def.
Yes, sir. And how to call it, chairman.
Yes, sir, and chairman, my sincere thanks to all of you. Because if this has happened, if this has not happened, the way I walk, nobody will know. But sometimes what people tell me is that I hope you are not about to get stroke. And sometimes I used to feel ashamed to tell them that this was done to me by the NIA. I cannot tell everybody.
My close friend like OJ and others,
but my close friends like OJ and the others, they all know. The reason why I'm still able to walk is because of Allah and OJ's wife. I wish to thank her sincerely. Because it is because of her that I am able to walk. If I don't mention that here, then I'm not sincere to her.
Definitely any means anything.
She did everything for me. My leg. In fact, she used to bring somebody else who used to massage my legs.
So
well, my sincere thanks to her and her husband.
So
yes, I cannot say much here, but there is something I want to tell Gambians here.
Why?
Because everybody is following this TRRC.
Why Gambian hate Gambian? Why?
One day I heard Imam Jallo questioning somebody here, saying, why do Gambians hate their fellow Gambians? Why do we hate each other? But because I think if something happens today, in my own view,
the family,
yes, what I know about the Gambians, the cruelty that the Ajame meted on the Gambians here. So if something like that happens again, they might even do more than that.
The same thing.
Because I've seen people reporting their brothers, their sisters, their nephews, and their other relatives. So if something like this happens again, it will go back to the same thing. The same thing.
The same thing.
The same thing. And there is something worse. The persons who tortured you, you see them driving cars on the streets like Salmina, Fodebari, and the others. You see them driving cars on the roads. And Usman Sidibe. I paid fare and went all the way to Makati just to know where he came from. I think now his younger brothers have a compound, maybe at Nemakuku somewhere. That's where he lives. I used to see him there.
Fodebari is just near the field.
Fodebari is just near the field or behind me.
Salimina Drame is just near to my house.
Salimina Drame lives just near my house. He has a jeep with a foreign number. Somebody whom you know the person's family. But well, nobody has the law in his or her own hands.
even if it's so boy, they know Omar, I'm getting exposed to Boko. That is how.
And even coming to this place here, some people will tell you, Omar, you are going to expose yourself, but nothing will come out of it.
Why you have not?
But we are waiting.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So money. So Jame Commission.
Somebody told me this. What about the Jane Commission?
Jane Commission, no public fund lender.
I said, yeah, well, the Jane Commission was about public funds, those who get individual
person more than you know the person, you know family.
But this is about individual people. If you know the people who committed these things.
Well, you at the end of it.
But we are all waiting till the end of this.
I thank you all.
I thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And how to call it, demand this man?
Lang.
Conte.
Kinte.
I know Kinte is my friend.
I know Kinte.
I choose you friend. Not you choose me, I choose you friend.
I take Kinte, I choose you as a friend.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes, I thank you all because people are seeing me limping, but they don't know why.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. While we are involved in truth-seeking here at the TRRC,
wa comme que ñun fii ci TRRC dañ fi nekk pour ut li nga xam ne moo di dëgg gi
I hope
dina mën a jur li nga xam ne moo di faj métti gi
abuses that you have endured, Mr. Jatta.
ñu fexe tamit ba gis ne li nga xam ne mooy façon ni métital ya toroxal gi nga xam ne moom nga daj dootu fi amati.
Thank you very much for coming to testify before the commission.
ñu ngi laa gërëm li nga ñëw fii ci kanam commission bi.
Very much.
We will end our proceedings here now and resume tomorrow morning 10 o'clock.
Fii la ñoo emale nag suñ jataay ba ëllëg ci suba fukki waxtu wi.
Thank you all very much.